Welcome back to A Positive Mind with TSED. I'm your host, the Self-Esteem Doctor. I know you know now. And today we are talking about body love, body image. We're going to get into some of that. And I know it can be a touchy subject. So let's start nice and slow.
I'm someone, she's TSED. I'm someone, she's TSED. I'm someone, they call me TSED.
Like that.
I'm someone, she's TSED. I'm someone, she's TSED. I'm someone, they call me TSED.
Like that. Like that. Hello, everybody. I heard you wanted some more. So here we go with episode 4. Last week, we talked about not faking it till you make it. And I think this is such a great place to apply that principle because body image, body love, and how we're feeling about ourselves is such a typical place where we start with the, okay, I'm fine, I'll just act like I love myself, even though I don't like blah, 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 blah. As a matter of fact, let me give you a little history. So when I started off my whole career, I was actually an elementary school teacher. Did you know that? So in my classroom, of course, I had tons of beautiful, wonderful students. We had so much fun learning. And I had this one student come up to me one day and say,
Miss, am I fat?
what? I was so shocked. I'm like, you're in elementary school. What are you asking me? You're beautiful. You should be thinking about, I don't know, cookies and cakes and math and science and ice cream and friends and sleepovers and play dates. What? Now, it just really shocked me back then. It was a little while ago, but we're not going to talk about when, right? Okay, moving on. I was so shocked to hear someone at that age literally wondering if they were fat and thinking about body image on that level, enough to come and ask for advice. And I was like, oh no, someone should do something about this. Now, flash over to the other life that I was living at the same time. I was also working as a fashion model. I was going on the runway to do runway shows, and I was also doing photo shoots. And one day I was doing an actual runway show, and behind the scenes, backstage, I was hearing all of this self-critique. Oh my gosh, I'm so this, I'm so that. And I was like, what is going on? Someone should really... And then I came off the stage of one of my runway shows one day, and there was a bunch of little kids there, and they were talking about how perfect we were as models.
I want to be just like them. They're so perfect. I love them.
And I was like, what is going on here? Someone needs to... Oh, I see. The someone is me. And someone needs to do something about how we are thinking about ourselves. Someone needs to do something about this crazy obsession with body image. And it turns out that the someone was me. So let's back up a bit. I'm not saying that there's never going to be something about yourself that you want to change or you wish was a little different. When I was growing up, I was super, super, super tall with really, really big feet. Well, that's how I felt at the time. And I remember wishing, I wish I was a little bit shorter. I wish my feet were smaller like my mom's. So I'm not saying that we're going to live this life where we're like, oh my gosh, I will never, ever want anything more. No, you're still going to be human. But what I'm asking you to do is practice more of the loving and accepting and embracing yourself more than we're practicing the opposite. Yes, it is a practice. Yes, looking at yourself in the mirror or looking at other people and comparing and listing everything you don't like over and over and over and beating yourself up about it, that is a practice. It's just a negative practice that's not going to work in your favor. So I want us to switch it up. I want us to use everything that we've been learning. We're not going to fake it till we make it. We are going to care about self-esteem, and we're going to use some of our tools like affirmations and more to help ourselves to feel really, really good about who we are. But we're not faking it. Remember, we're not here to lie to ourselves. We're going to find the things that we love. We are going to emphasize them, and we're going to find a reason to keep loving on ourselves, from our mind and our soul to our bodies. And we're going to shift into a completely other place of appreciation. Hallelujah. Appreciation. That is one of our big ticket items for body love. Most of us are kind of brainwashed into all the things we think we're supposed to look like. But then ask yourself, what am I supposed to look like anyway? There is no one standard of beauty. There is no one standard of beauty. Oh yeah, and back to brainwashing. When I say that we are brainwashed, I literally mean,
Yes.
is beautiful. That is the one standard of beauty. All 8 billion of us on the planet must look like that. I love this robot nation. Let us all look the same.
We're literally brainwashed to believe that there's a standard. There's not. You are actually beautiful. Yeah, you. No, don't look behind you. Don't. I'm talking to you. You are beautiful. You are gorgeous. Not because of, oh, my eye, my hair, my face, my angles. Because you're here. You're beautiful because your soul is beautiful, because you exist, because you are able to do and be and experience this beautiful physical world on your terms. And it doesn't matter to me if you have some kind of a limitation, some kind of a diagnosis, some kind of a thing that's stopping you or slowing you down, you feel. You are still beautiful and able and capable to do things your way on your terms. Oh, get me excited here today. I want you to feel that. And stop
To fit into the brainwashed robotic beauty standard.
It is time to normalize variety. It is time to normalize beauty of all shapes, all sizes. It is time to normalize accepting oneself rather than destroying oneself. It is time to normalize body love, self-love, less criticisms, more appreciation. It is time. Are you with me? Wait a second. Who's clapping? No, wait, seriously, who's clapping? Never mind. All right. Listen, guys. So let's break down some tools that you can use. All right. Number one, appreciation. That is the massive tool. When you're looking at different parts of your body, rather than asking yourself, is it pretty enough? Because pretty compared to who? Pretty by whose standard? What color eye is the prettiest eye color? What color hair is the prettiest hair color? That's like someone saying, well, you know, my favorite foods are grapes. And so grapes are the favorite food of the entire nation, the entire globe. Why? We're all different and we're meant to be different. So stop trying to find this one thing of I like my eyes because I like my hair because. How about enjoying its function? I appreciate that I can see. And if you can't see, then go to the thing that you can do. I appreciate that I can hear. And if you can't hear, then appreciate that you can read Braille. And if you can't read Braille, appreciate anyway. Appreciate that I have fingers to learn. And if you don't have fingers, appreciate that you have toes. And if you don't have toes, appreciate that you have arms. And if you don't, you get where I'm going with this? It's a matter of finding the things that you do have, finding things that are working, because it is a trained response. You are training yourself to find problems and criticize them, or you are training yourselves to find things that are working and celebrating them. It is a training and you get to pick. And I know we've got to work around some of the brainwashing, but we can do it. So appreciation is one of the greatest ways there. I have a game for you I'm going to link in the description called the Appreciation Game. Now, all of the questions aren't related to body love and body image, but you can kind of cultivate the game to, number one, get you in the habit of appreciating, and two, create your own questions that are about body love and body image to help you practice celebrating what you love. Love your body because it works. Love your heart because it's beating. Love your lungs because they are filling with air. Love parts of your body because they are functioning and they allow you to be here and to appreciate even more. Okay? Now I want to break down some other tools that you can use, and let's go by age. If you want something for your kids, I highly recommend you try out the Easy Self-Esteem Builder. I'm going to link that, of course, in the description. That's our happy place. We're going to go there for everything, right? You go to the description and you click on the Easy Self-Esteem Builder. Now, parts 1 and 2 of the Easy Self-Esteem Builder actually are going to teach more general things, because these are for younger kids. We want to keep it general and talking about how do you stay positive when it's hard, and how do I believe in myself, right? Those are the types of topics you're going to see in the Easy Self-Esteem Builder for your kids, or for, for kids. Now, for teens, if you're a teen watching or your parents are watching and want to get something for teens, I again recommend the 10 million likes for me. But this time, I recommend part 3. Part 3 has a bunch of poems to help with common issues that teens are going through. And one of the poems is titled Body Love. Here's a little snippet of that poem. I learned how to click like for the celebs I don't even know. But finding the like button for my own body seemed like a no-go. But who made the rule that I can like you, but I can't like me? Wait, that's not a rule at all, as far as I can see. And there's so much more to that poem. So if you want the rest of it, you definitely want to jump in the description, go to 10 million likes for me. This is step 3 where all the poems are. It's designed for teens just to go through those things that are relatable to them right now in life, but it is truly something that applies to all of us. I truly enjoyed that poem myself, and I know some of my elementary school students back in the day would have benefited from it too. All right, so we've got tips flowing everywhere. The appreciation game is for everybody. The easy self-esteem builder is really great for the kids. And of course, 10 million likes for me, part 3 is amazing for the teens. All of those are linked below. Okay, adults, I want you to check out some of the articles I've been featured in and a podcast that I did recently as well. Go ahead and check it out in the link below, and you'll be able to see and follow along with some really great tips and tools that talk about everything from weight loss to, swimsuit summer bodies and all of that. It's really great content for you guys as adults, so check that out. Learning to love our bodies and present ourselves in an authentic way is so powerful to the essence of us really feeling good. Let's normalize feeling good. We got this, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode today about body love. It is so important and essential, and I know it will not be our last discussion about it. I'm so excited that we're on the road to just improving the way we're thinking and feeling about ourselves, including how we feel about these beautiful bodies that carry us through the day. Remember, appreciation is going to be your biggest tool through this journey, and you've got tons of other resources to pull on as well. That's all for this week. I cannot wait to see you next week. Tune in for A Positive Mind with TSED. I'm Simone, the self-esteem doctor. They call me TSED.
She's TSED.